Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Badash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to the Akim and Akwalt out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. Alright, now today, some of you brothers, alright, and sisters might already be aware. Alright, over the yesterday, alright, so-called 4th of July, alright, holiday for these Edomites, alright, as well as these, in the world Jakes, alright, and as well as the heathens, alright. An earlier thing, we're just going to read it, alright, there was a shooting that took place, alright, no, Illinois, alright, in Highland Park, so we're gonna read about it. Alright, get a few videos, watch at least one video, alright, maybe two, we'll see what this one has in it, alright, we're going to check it out. Now, they say this case is still open, alright, we're not going to go super into detail. I was debating if I wanted to wait, alright, to figure out who the shooter was, alright, they think they got the guy, but the shooter isn't really the topic of why we're doing this anyway, alright, so the shooter in this case, while, his name would be good to have in a video, I may or may not do a follow-up, alright? It just depends if the Spirit's on me. But this is mostly about the holiday that took place, alright, and the judgment that took place on that holiday, alright, that so-called holiday, because it's really not a holiday at all, it's just a thing that's made up, alright? So that's what we're dealing with, alright, not who the shooter was, alright, or anything like that. Now, they say they have the guy, alright, they say it's this Robert E. Crimo guy. You can see him pinned down here, white dude. Alright, here's another picture of him. They say that's who it is, alright. I guess they're not sure. Alright, or whatnot, alright, because they were at first they're plastering this guy everywhere, saying it was him. Now I don't know, now they're saying the shooting, he's a suspect, alright. And they took his YouTube, he had a bunch of YouTube channels as well, where I guess he was a rapper. Alright, and not too famous rapper, but a rapper of some sort. Alright, and he had videos where it showed him drawings of him, in a tactical suit. Alright, in a shootout. Alright, he had videos of him kind of casing the place. Alright, but they're for some reason they're still not sure. Alright, I'd say the dude more than likely probably did it, but that's just my opinion. It means nothing. Alright, looks like a pretty suspect dude, alright, posting all that weird shit online, alright, with about, there was a video of, I didn't watch this one, but it was said that the beginning of the music video is like a cartoon of him, walking into a school and shooting, or someone walking into a school and shooting, alright, and then he had the video of him in a shootout, alright, as a cartoon. So I don't know, if not, the dude's fucked up either way, alright, but like I said, that's really not the point, alright? The point is, we're getting in on this, alright? What happened? Now, am I going to say 100% this happened, alright? No, I'm not going to say 100% it happened, alright? Because this very well could be a setup, alright? There was videos of the dude, and they're very hard to find now, alright? They got taken off of YouTube, they got taken off of archive.org, alright? Taken off of Facebook. Alright, now you have to dig just to find things of him, which is pretty suspect, and there's not a whole lot of good footage either, as we'll get into as well, because there's at least one video that shows footage. Alright, so what do we know about it so far? It says at least 7 people were killed in a shooting in downtown Highland Park, Illinois, during a 4th of July parade, and dozens have been injured. Alright, so this is still an active case, so there could be more that wind up dead. Alright, yesterday it was 6. Alright, now it's up to 7. Alright, it says the shooting suspect, who has not yet been charged, was taken into custody Monday evening. He used a high-powered rifle in the attack, police said. Witnesses described frenetically fleeing when they realized they heard gunshots, not fireworks. Highland Park is located about 25 miles north of Chicago. Alright, what else does it say? It says law enforcement said that no motive has been established yet for the suspected shooter to carry out the deadly attack at the Highland Park, Illinois, for July 4th parade. It says, at this point, we have not developed a motive for him. Investigators are very much furthering in the investigation. They have been in discussions with him I don't have anything to say about motivation thus far, as it has not been provided, according to Deputy Chief Christopher Covelli of the Lake County Sheriff's Office. All right, now, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? It was just here. Motives. All right, motives. These people don't need motives. All right, you know, this is really, when this happens. All right, this is the Most High putting a spirit of vengeance on that person. All right, to go and do these things. They don't need a motive. The motive. All right, is that the Most High put the spirit on them to do that. All right, that's the motive. Boom, solved it. All right, now there's been rumors on these conservative sites. I looked it up. I couldn't find anything, but they're saying that this guy was enraged over the whole Roe v. Wade thing. All right, now I'm not going to say that's the case, because I dug and looked for information on it, and I couldn't find anything. All right, but maybe they're hiding that too. I don't know, but I wouldn't take that as credible information either. It's just something I heard. All right. It says videos with violent imagery from the suspect that were posted online are being reviewed. He added. All right, let's see if we can find one of those. Slocky, bear with me a moment. All right, here, yeah. Another video titled, this person says, in one video, are you awake? A cartoon animation of a stick figure resembling the suspect's appearance is seen wearing tactical gear and carrying out an attack with a rifle. Crimo is seen with multicolored hair and face tattoos, narrates, I just need to do it. It's my destiny. Another one, resembling the suspect, depicting lying down on a pool of blood in his own blood, surrounded by police officers with their guns drawn. All right. So, you know, something's definitely up with this guy if he didn't do it. All right. But either way, it's not about him. It's about the judgment that took place. All right. Let's see if we want to get any more of this. All right. We basically got the gist of it. It says, let's see. So this is live updates. All right, on this page. All right, supposedly, I believe. All right. Yeah, I think there's live updates on this page. I think that's why I clicked on this one. All right, but it says they're expecting him to be tried today. This is right here. My understanding is that they'll be levying charges later today. Like it says, 6 people killed, dozen injured. This is apparently the scene. All right. The shooting was both random and intentional. Now they're trying to do this stuff. Parade witness says his son asked if a shooter will be at every 4th of July parade. They try to do this. All right, and again, you know, this could just be all this could all just be bullshit. All right? I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's not. But you got to think of all these things. All right, which if they are happening, it always goes back to the Most High. But you also got to realize it always goes back to gun control with these people. All right, and so they have an agenda push. All right, an agenda that they want to push anyway. The dead had wartime injuries. They use these terms, all right, and the average person's not going to be able to deduce that, all right. They use these trigger words, all right, wartime, all right, war, blown up, unspeakable horror, all right, which a gun doesn't blow someone up. Some of the dead were blown up. That's not something that a gun does, all right. A gun doesn't blow people up. It's not a grenade, all right. It can blow your head open, but it's not going to blow you up, all right? Unless you have like a fucking tank-sized rifle round, all right? And you're obviously not carrying around a fucking anti-tank rifle, all right? So, you know, they just use these things for certain things. But anyway, I've been talking too much, all right? Let me grab one scripture at least, all right, or a couple, and then we're going to get back into this. It's Amos 5:21 through 5:24. It reads, I hate, all right, and this is, you know, speaking of the, Most High speaking of the holidays, all right, that these people do, all right. I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies, all right. So this is speaking of just wicked holidays in general that aren't of the Lord, all right. Israelites were doing this as well. They were worshiping and carrying on in heathen cultures, all right, and worshiping heathen gods, all right, heathen idols, all right, false gods, all right. As well as the heathens, you know, Edomites being amongst that number, all right? So just all those things, all right? I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. All right, and that 24th verse hits hard. All right, but let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. All right, and that's exactly what's happening in these end days. All right, we see judgment going forth at an alarming rate. All right, an extreme rate. Okay, you've heard of more shootings, more killings, more stabbings. All right, more accidents, more so-called accidents. All right, freak accidents. All right, accidents of nature. All right, whatever they want to call them. All right, what's another one that they use? They use Mother Nature striking back. We've seen many of these things. All right, at an alarming rate, not just in Babylon the Great, but all over the world. All right, and that's definitive proof. All right, that the Most High is coming back. Let's grab that. Oh, this just took me to, let's see. Here we are. Matthew 16:3, and in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O you hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the time? Actually, let's read up one. I missed the second verse. Matthew 16:2. He answered unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but you cannot discern the signs of the times. All right, so you can look up into the sky and tell, oh, it's a little dark up there, it's probably going to rain. All right, those clouds are gathering, it looks like it might rain, right? Or it might be a little light. We're probably going to have good weather today, But you can't look at all these shootings, all right, and these murders, all right, and these laws being put into place, all right, and the law I'm speaking of, all right, the one that the Alphabet Crew's freaking out over. All right, and then other unrighteous decrees. All right, and the one I'm talking about, the 2019-2021. All right, you have all these things being put in place. All right, and as well as more to come. All right, with the digital all. All right, and you see all these things, and you can't think that we're at the end. But if you see a rain cloud, all right, it's going to rain. All right, you people really have no idea what's coming. All right, you're going to be in for a rude awakening, as they call it. All right. Let's check out this video, see what they have to say, all right, and see if there's anything good or not. Can I turn this? Let's see, it might be a little loud. Bear with me. All right, let's see if this has anything useful in it.
Adrian, first to you. I understand you spoke with the mayor a short time ago. She's telling you she knew the suspect. What do we know?
Jim, she says she remembers this suspect as a quiet little boy. Listen in to some of that conversation.
He was a Cub Scout in my Cub Scout pack. So many years ago, he was just a little boy, a quiet little boy that I knew. It breaks my heart. It absolutely breaks my heart. I see this picture, and through the tattoos, I see the little boy. It's heartbreaking. I don't know what got him to this point, but let's ask that question of so many people.
Like so many others, the mayor who knew this suspect when he was in Cub Scouts with her, she was the pack leader, wondering what went wrong. When I spoke with her, she said a number of things led to what unfolded along this parade route behind us.
So that's your dude, looking like he has fetal alcohol syndrome. All right. Let's see what this one has. It says a seventh person, Salaki for talking in the background, a seventh person has died a day after the Highland Park parade shooting. All right, so this is obviously this was released today. All right, 3:42 p.m. Eastern. All right, so quite a few hours ago. All right. Let's see. It says belongings left on the scene. I had this up to see if we get anything new out of it. All right. There was a Was there not a video? This one. We're gonna skip this one. All right, we're gonna skip this one. This is mostly just more of the old one. All right, we are gonna play this though, a little bit of it at least.
Now to the Highland Park massacre, and we are hearing from more people forced to flee during yesterday's parade. Many of them say at first they thought they were hearing fireworks, but once they realized what was happening, they began to run for their lives. This video taken by a child during that chaos, and we want to warn you, what you're about to hear is disturbing. You
All
can
those-
hear just how many
All those bullets, and he only hit 6 people. Oh man. But anyway, that's the video. I don't think we're gonna listen to what they have to say. Let's actually hear what he has to say. Let's just hear what this guy has to say.
there when the gunfire broke out. He's a lawyer who led a prayer service last night and joins us now to talk about the past 20 hours.
He's a small hat. Would you look at that? Holy shit! I didn't even notice that the first time. Small hat. Let's see what the small hat has to say.
24 hours. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time. First, I have to say, the sound of those gunshots makes my heart sink. You were in that crowd. I can't imagine the terror of that. How are you doing today?
Well, my wife and I were on a parade float for Central Avenue Synagogue. And the way it actually played out, my wife's brother was approaching the scene of the shooting. And I was disappointed that we were not further up in line, but that may have saved our lives. We were at the back end of the lineup, and then people started running and shouting that there had been a shooter. We were able to connect with her brother, who said, "There's been a shooter, don't come anywhere near here." And then the people that were staffing us, so we were about to head right into that location, told us not to move, not to go ahead, but to go, and the parade was being canceled and we should get to a safe place as soon as we could.
What was that safe place for you?
Well, we had a truck that was decorated, and I live less than a block from the synagogue, so my wife and I went back to the synagogue park.
All right, yeah, we've heard enough of that. All right, just more, some more of that. All right, but all right, we're gonna go ahead and grab some scriptures. Bear with me just one moment. All right. Let's see. All right, let's lock you for that. All right, this is Job 4 and 7. All right, because we're going to get to the point where we start hearing about innocent lives, all right, which is not the case, all right. This is Job 4 and 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off, all right. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same, all right. And that's exactly what these people are doing, all right. They're planning wickedness out there. They're doing wickedness, all right. You got to realize they're celebrating on a holiday that is basically it's a white supremacist holiday, all right, and these people are celebrating, all right, something that went into effect, all right, July 4th, all right, went in effect when slaves were still in captivity, all right. So basically, that's a celebration of slavery, all right. They're celebrating their nation that has been built on slavery, all right. These are wicked people, all right. These people aren't innocent; they're wicked, all right. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same, all right. And what do they get back? All right, 7 people so far, all right, that the Most High has deemed, all right, no longer to be on earth, all right. And before, let's see, let's grab this before, cut the people off that are getting offended instantly, all right. Proverbs 28 and 5, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things, all right. And before let's because these you never know what these Christians are going to do. Let's grab the blue letter, all right? Let's grab the blue letter. Let's grab Strong's definition of judgment. All right. All right. Mishpat.
Strong's H 4941. Mishpat. Mishpat.
All right. We got judgment, act of deciding a case. All right. Place court. All right. We got justice. All right. Execution of judgment. All right. And that's what that was an execution of judgment. All right. That was the Most High. All right. Executing judgment upon those people. All right. Not as a physical execution like what they say. It was both. All right. It was the execution of judgment. All right. Meaning the judgment coming forth. Not the definition of actually like an execution where they chop your head off, but it was that as well. All right, we got let's see, basically court. All right, and that's what it was. He got judged. All right, these people got judged. All right, not literally sitting in front of a council. All right, at right then and there. All right, but they will be. All right, they're gonna have to go before the Most High. All right, and that's where they are now. They're not burning in hell or whatever you people like you Christians like to say, and they're not sitting up in heaven either. All right, because heaven hasn't been established yet. All right, they're in a spiritual realm. All right, waiting for the Most High to come back. All right, and when He saves His people, then will the kingdom be established. All right, and depending on what those people were. All right, they're gonna either go into captivity. All right, or have to be reborn, or whatever they go back to. All right, if they're Edomite, they're gonna have to go into slavery. All right, if they're a Jake, all right, 2/3, all right, they're gonna have to be reborn. All right, so it just depends. Proverbs 28:5. Once again, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. All right, so when you're seeking the Lord, all right, you can understand that these things are judgment. All right, these people are innocent. We don't know, and that's the thing. These people, they were innocent. They were innocent. We don't know what these people have done. All right, in their lives. All right, something that obviously that has angered the Most High. All right, but if you take a lot of these serial killers before they got found out and dug into, all right, you would have thought they were innocent people. All right, you got to think if you took John Wayne Gacy, all right, the clown guy that was killing men. All right, he was an alphabet crew. All right, doing sick, perverted things with men as well as killing them. All right, I believe. Or if you took John Wayne Gacy or Jeffrey Dahmer, all right, or Ted Bundy, all right, any of these people, all right, before you knew what they did, all right, before you knew what or even after they did, they've already done their thing. All right, Slocky, I'm trying to put something together so you can put it into perspective. All right, say that they did their thing, killed these people, all right, and it was never found out. All right, and that person got hit by a car. You'd think, or that person was shot up. All right, killed by somebody on the side of the street. They would have thought he was an innocent person. All right, because there was never news that came out of what they did. All right, or anything like that, and it doesn't necessarily have to be murder. All right, it could be any number of wickedness. All right. And it never came out that what they did, all right, they would have been considered innocent. A lot of these people are not innocent. They're doing some things, whether it's adultery, all right, or breaking any of the laws, all right, if they're adultery, or they could be alphabet crew member, all right, which is directly going off, all right. They could there's a number of things, all right. They could have been touching on little kids, all right. You don't know what these people have done, all right. They could have said something against the ministry of the Most High. All right, they could have said something, against the Bible. All right, something especially heinous. All right, we don't know. There's a list of things that these people could have done. All right, but what we do know is that they're not innocent. All right, these people are not innocent. All right, Amos 3:6. It reads, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?" So we know good and evil both come from the Most High. All right, did we grab that one as well? Yes, we're going to grab that. All right, so we know that good and evil both come from the Most High. All right, it's these Christians like to separate it up between two different people. They like to separate the Most High and Satan. All right, they like to say that Satan is the one that does all the killing, and the Most High is the one that does all the the bringing up and babies being born and stuff. All right, but that's not the case. All right, either way, all right, the Most High. Right, is his own person, all right, and he tells Satan, all right, the spiritual demon Satan, what he can and can't do. All right, there's not no opposing force, fallen angel, that whole thing that the Christians came up with. That's bugged out doctrine. All right, and the Lord hath not done it. All right, let's see. Let's grab the next one. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto the servants, the prophets. All right, so these people really don't know what they're in store for. All right, what's coming. All right, there's lots of trumpets being blown. All right, and the love of many is waxing cold, and these people are still. They never accredit it to the Lord. All right, they never accredit it to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. They accredit it to mother, so-called Mother Nature. All right, or a freak accident, or just terrible human beings. All right, no, all of this is coming from the Most High, but you don't believe in the Most High, so you have to come up with these things to make sense of it. All right, when in reality, the easy sense would be the Most High is not pleased, all right, with these people, all right, and he's getting ready to come back, all right, and he's visiting the earth, all right, and we're witnessing that. We're seeing that with the things that are coming to pass. All right, Deuteronomy 32 and 39, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. All right, is there someone with him? No, there's not. And there is no God with me. All right, it's just him. I kill and make alive. I kill and I make alive, Slakia. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. All right, so and these Edomites are going to tell you, oh, well, if you do this or do that, we can get you away from the situation at coming at hand. That's not true. There's none that can deliver from the Most High's hand. All right, if you've fallen on that place of judgment or fallen into yourself to have the Most High has something against you, the only one that can settle that beef, so to speak, all right, is the Most High. All right, man isn't going to be able to deliver you out of a situation. All right, if the Most High has something pinned on you, all right, those people that and we're not mocking their death. All right, we're just prophesying. We're just saying it, what happened and how it happened and why it happened. All right, nobody would have been able to save those people. All right, that was strictly, all right, they were in the hand of the Most High. All right, those people were meant to get judged on that day, at that time, all right, at that hour, at that minute, at that second, all right, and that was all already predestinated, all right. Well, that's not the right term to use, but it was predetermined, Slakia, predetermined, all right. It was predetermined, like all things are, all right, that would happen to those people, just like the elect of Israel are predetermined, all right, to be saved and get through these things, all right. It's all been formulated and planned, all right, and no one's going to be able to save you out of that. All right, except the Most High himself. Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. All right, and actually, let's get Matthew 24 and 12. All right, Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right, iniquity, sin upon sin. All right, shall abound. What does abound mean? Let's grab the definition. All right, exist in large numbers and amounts. All right, the love of many shall wax cold, and we see that the love of many is waxing cold. All right, what does it say in Matthew 24 and 13? It says, but he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. All right, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And we're seeing that right now. All right, this word is being preached across the world. All right, we got there's camps. All right, all over the world. All right, and not just camps, just individual brothers that are teaching the true doctrine as well. All right, but he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. All right, and this is really speaking of the elect. All right, the elect is going to endure to the end. All right, and they're going to be saved. All right, Lord willing, we're part of that number of election. All right, but these other people, man, these other people don't really know what's coming. All right, and they're going to be freaking out when it actually finally comes. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 39 and 28. Course, Slakia, Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes, and in the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. All right, so appease means to please. All right, to do the work of. All right, appease the wrath. All right, so appease. Let's actually grab it a physical definition so you can see it. Appease. All right, to relieve, to satisfy, to fulfill. All right, that's the one we need right there, to fulfill, to serve. All right, they fill they fulfill the wrath of him that made them, all right? So the Most High, all right, is extremely angry with this place, all right? So he's made spirits created for vengeance, all right? What does vengeance mean? It means punishment, revenge, all right, retaliation, all right, in which their fury lay on sore strokes, all right, in the time of destruction, Salakia, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. And he that made them is speaking of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right? So they're doing the work that he had them do, all right? These shooters, these murderers, all right, these wackos that do these bombings or whatever, all right, those are spirits of vengeance, all right? Because this place isn't supposed to be happy-go-lucky. This isn't the rest, all right? Especially for our people, all right? This place has to go down. This isn't going to be a happy-go-lucky kingdom that lives forever and ever and ever. No, this place has to be destroyed, all right? So you're not going to see things getting better. You're going to see things getting worse and worse, all right? And that's why you need to repent, all right? We're too far for this thing to not be repented yet, all right? You're going to see more of these events, all right? Saying it now, there's going to be more of these events, all right? These shooting events, these bombing events, all right? And I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of these events on specific holidays. All right, I would not be surprised. All right, because the Most High hates these holidays that these people are celebrating. All right, and in general, He hates these people as well. All right, so with that, I'm gonna close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakbadash. I want to give double honors to the elders apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until the next one, Lord willing. Shalom.